Okay, everybody. Hey, what we're going to do today is we are going to be replacing some of the inset moldings, the inset trim. So we're going to change this up. As you can see, it gets this way. Okay, so we don't need that, but we are going to need this. I have a link in description for everything. So, but we're going to go ahead and get this put in, and the other one's removed, and we're going to show you how to do that. And there are different places, not just on the corners. Now, some will go all the way from there, all the way like that, and down. Now, this one actually just goes up to right there and right there. So it's just 4 pieces, but you also have, your gasket around this too. So we're going to see about replacing that. Get a new one in so you don't have the leaking behind there. So actually, we're just trying to get everything sealed up. Outside, it's called dried in, to make sure that you have no more leaking, so it doesn't ruin any of the things that you have that you're going to be remodeling on the inside. Always try to take care of the outside first, as far as that goes. Okay, guys, let's get on with this. So we'll go ahead and get this scraped up around here. Get another piece set in. And get that covered up on all 4 sides. Now this just has a screw in it, but a lot of them have clips that go here that you have to unscrew. Just like that. Now if you're looking at this and how nice this is, as you can see, it's not, it doesn't have a lot of rust or anything on them like it does on the top. That's a good thing right there. Pull it up. I had to unscrew it, pull it up, so you could actually get this into the seam right here. Then I use the lap sealant to set it back down. And then I'm going to go ahead and then I'm running it all the way down now. Now you can do it one-handed by putting one side in. Like that, but if you got 2 hands, it's kind of nice to be able to just squeeze it. It kind of just goes in. What I would do is run your thumb up, kind of releases the tension of you pulling on it, and that way just kind of run it down. Like I said, that's not, all that's doing is releasing the tension, because we actually started out with this about right there. So this was like that when we started. So that's how much it grew as pulling it. You got to remember the screw is. So we're figuring right here on this crease to hit it again. You're not tightening it up all the way down here. You just, so this is held. It'll make this last a lot longer. Flip it off.
You made that look so easy.
I've done it a couple of times. But as you see, it does make it look a lot nicer. It is flexible now. It will keep the rain out. Okay, so let's keep going.
All right, 3 more.
Okay, this ain't bad. It does have a little bit of discoloration here, but not bad. Could use a little more sealant. But what I like to do is I make sure that all these are tight as you go down. Since on the front we're not messing with the Dicor there, or the lap sealant, you can put this in like so. Remember your screw hole. I just put a little dot there so I remember where to go back in with it. And go ahead and push it in. We'll go ahead and run this down. We're matching up the hole to right there. There we go. I'm gonna put a little of this on there. That's just to seal it at the end. Now that's gonna lower back down. I'll even put a little drop right there. I'm gonna put that back down. It's gonna flow over it. Okay, the reason I'm doing this is with the trailer doing this all the time, it's going to loosen up these screws that are going into all these places. So it's just nice to kind of tighten it up again. That way it helps not to break the seals and stuff like that. So we'll keep going and get her done. Now the door trim is a little bit different. We got this. It's not exactly the same as this. This is just a little bit right there that catches in there. So we're gonna try it, see what works. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start it down here. See, it's putting one side in and then just scooping the other side in. So we're going to see. But what I need to do is, because I'm going to be pulling on this, is I need to go ahead and get that screw back in. So we'll get that taken care of and see what we come up with. Always better to have a little more than a little less. All right. Just like that. The heat gun really worked well at the top, except for still didn't want to play nice. But for a few dollars, you can make your rig look a lot better with this stuff. I think you've probably seen enough. We've done enough of but yeah, just this inset trim really makes it look nice. I think you'll really like the way it looks. I think it's a great project for you to do if you have any of this stuff that's going out. It does last quite a long time. But yeah, if it's starting to come out and not, if it's starting to not look good or starting to rot away, it's a good idea to get it done just to save yourself a lot of trouble later. So hope you enjoyed this, and if you would, please hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. It really helps out the channel a bunch. And if you hit that like button, that is telling YouTube to say, hey, others like this. I appreciate it. So remember to keep smiling, even if you have a cold and losing your voice. It's not so bad. I'll see you on the next one.